Hi everyone. I'm really doing this as a little experiment. I normally do my filming in the mornings and then I have a long wait on the computer as it gets uploaded, which takes quite a long time. So I thought, well, why don't I do one now at night time, which is the time now is 10 minutes past 9, and I've got all night to leave the memory card in the computer and it can upload during the night. Anyhow, I was looking at a little video today by one of my subscribers. I was impressed with it. He knows who I'm talking about. But it was a good one. Anyway, I'll give a bit of a clue. That could probably give an idea, because he was talking about the same type of lamp. This one's actually made by a company called Stella. See the name on there, Stella. It's a brand which was sold in England, but they're actually under the other Philips company, and this lamp is 240 volts, 300 watt. It's got the GES cap. I can never remember the numbers of them. I know whenever I see these presented by other members of the various groups, they always give the number. Well, this is the largest one in the screw. It's called Goliath Edison screw. That's what it was called in England. This lamp, I believe, is a little bit larger in size to the one that I saw on YouTube a little while ago. And I was impressed. One difference, and I've just noticed it, this hasn't got a mica deflecting disc. Normally that would be either positioned like my friend's one on the actual stem or on the wires going up to the filament. This one hasn't got one. I only just noticed that, which I think is fairly unusual. Anyway, look at the filament. This is what is known as a single coil filament. They call it a wreath. That filament arrangement is called a wreath, and it's a horseshoe shaped wreath. The wires are suspended by two little, we'll just see them in there, if I can make it clearer. From the little stud at the top, the wires are suspended. They're spot welded on, and the filament is normally supported by, in this case, 5 molybdenum support wires, which holding on to the tungsten filament, single coil. Well, there's the lamp. I don't know the age. It's quite old. It's got, the way we can tell, or some people can tell, I can't, but you look at the top there on the actual etch, there's a number. As the camera focuses, it says 08 or 08. It's either 08 or 06. I think it's 06. Well, that is the indication of when this bulb was actually made. I'd say it goes back a few years. I'm not going to guess. Another interesting thing is the support in the middle is actually supported by wire. A lot of these are actually glass, but in this case it's wire, and halfway up it's been spot welded. See on there. Anyway, we'll leave that lamp. The next one we'll show is totally different. Here we have an American lamp. It's made by American Philips. 200 watt, 120 volts, USA. Now Philips took over the Westinghouse company, the company that was actually manufacturing lamps. I don't think they took the whole company over, but they took over the lamp making company. Here the code is that little triangle with a vertical line down the middle. That tells you the age. This one is not that old. But in Europe, you won't see this. Well, I say you won't see it. Obviously, if you've got a lamp in your collection, you will see it. But this is only found on 120 or 110 volt lamps. And it's unusual, and the fact that it is called a vertical filament. It's a coil. I can liven it up a bit. It's actually coil. It's hard to tell, but it is. Looking at it closely, you can see it's coil. And this one's got a glass stem in the middle, and the only support is on that left hand wire into the filament. Typical American shape with a long neck, gently tapering out. Also, these are not fused. A lot of 240 volt lamps are actually fused. You see those two wires there, they're just normal wires. In some cases they are fused, but not so, I don't think, on the American lamps. And you've got the typical American, I think they call this a medium screw. I call it an Edison screw. Centre contact. Yeah, next one we can look at. Now, if there's any comments on this, please put comments down. I will add that I do not speak German. I wish I did, because some of my subscribers are in fact German, and they are very, very keen. Several of them do in fact make an effort to speak English, and I'm very pleased about this, because I don't speak a word of German. Put it down to the fact that I went to a school that didn't teach a second language, and the fact that it was many years ago. So that is why. So, you know, those that have been trying to speak English, I commend them. It's a very good effort, and I'm more than pleased. Anyhow, what we're looking at is a lamp that's got two filaments inside. If you look at the base, which is an Edison screw, it's an American lamp, also got that nice long neck. If you look at it, you see there's two contacts. You've got your outer contact, which is that one, and two contacts inside, or at the base of the cap. The reason for this lamp has got two filaments inside. When I show you the etch, which is this part at the top, written out, I bet it's upside down when it comes lively. I don't know if that's livened up. I think I have got it round the right way. It actually says reader light. in case it, no, it's livening up now. It's got your 120 volts plus 170 250 watts. So they're the two filaments, and it's a 3 light lamp. You have a special holder and switch which lights up either one or two of the filaments or both together, and that is how you get your 3 light levels. See if it livens it up. It's actually made by GE. This, I think, is quite an old lamp. They call it a reader light. It's made by General Electric, and on the bottom there it says base down. So this would go into one of these posh lamps. I'll show you the type. What we're looking at now is that similar type of lamp. This one is actually a larger lamp. It takes a GES base lamp, Goliath Edison screw. I'll show you what happens. We've got the switch on the side. I've got flicker candles round the outside. These are, well, they were bought in America, but they were imported from Japan. Don't know the manufacturer of them. They've got this typical shape. Flicker candles. Now, I'm going back to what I was saying. Turn the little switch. You're now on the lowest light level. That's the actual bulb, and then we can see anything written on there. Turn it again in the same direction. It's a bit brighter. And turn it again, same direction. It's brighter still. And in this position, both filaments would be alight. And the next turn of the switch should turn it off. It's gone off. So that's the idea of the 3 light lamp. They did at one time have a similar lamp. As far as I know, well, I definitely know it was sold in England. Osram or Philips made them. You had a special holder that came with it, so it could be used, and it was 2 filament lamps, so it was giving you 3 light lamps, but it never caught on over here. This, I believe, was in the 1970s. In a lot of your cases, a long time ago. I can remember it well. And they were also, I believe, on sale on the continent, presumably Germany, France, Holland. Anyway, the last lamp I'm going to show you today, before you all go to sleep, is a lamp used in studio works, projectors, lighting up for film making. Got an unusual cap. That cap is known as a pre-focus cap, and the idea is you would push them in and turn and make contact with a normal contact at the base. This is a very old lamp. You can see the insulation between it is like a ceramic, and the name on it is a very famous name, Siemens. Now, Siemens were brothers. They were all German obviously, but one of the brothers came to England and they set a lamp company up here, and it was called Siemens Brothers. There's the lamp there, you see the name Siemens, and that's how it was always written. This bulb is in fact, I think it's 24 volts at 400 watts, and look at the size of that filament. It's more like a blinking spring. That gives you an idea of a coil filament. It's livened up now so you can see the coil and the double coil. This is quite a well made lamp. And also on here, which you might have noticed in some of my videos, and also a friend of mine has put a lamp on Lighting Gallery, Alex, which hopefully will have a look at this video as well. He has shown lamps with that symbol, and what it is, it's the Royal Navy. It shows an anchor and a crown, and you'll get this on quite a few lamps of the period. So we're probably going back to Second World War. There's no, I can't see a code or anything on there. That might be on there, the first little mark that's on it, I believe, is a broad arrow. On government stuff or Navy and Army, they had what was called a broad arrow. So that's that. As I say, it's a well-made lamp, and it is quite old. Yeah, that more or less is all I'm going to have a little say tonight. It's a complete experiment. I don't know how it's going to do. Excuse all the other stuff around me. I'm not very tidy, as you can probably see. Those strip light lamps featured on Lighting Gallery. So if any of you want to have a look, or not necessarily join, but you're more than welcome. It's perfectly free. Have a little look. You'll probably recognise some of the other people that are on the gallery. It's Lighting Gallery Net. Google it and you'll get through. Anyhow, that's all I'm going to say tonight. Any comments please make. You're probably sick of my voice. Once again, I do apologise. It's not in German. So, you know, I think I've tried to make it as easy to look at as I can. And as I say, anything you're not sure about or you want to know more about, put it down and well, I'll try and make out what it, if it is in German, try and make it out what it is, or hopefully get it translated. Anyhow, once again, thanks for watching. As I said, I don't know how these are going to turn out, but I'm certainly going to see if they will be okay. Thanks again, anyone. I do appreciate it. Thank you.